founder of Eco Bunker and the owner still, Richard Allen, joins me now. Well, here we are on your stand. Familiar name to many. It may be all eco, but it's not all bunkers, is it? So we'll come to that in a minute. But you've got a new product that you want to talk about first off, yeah?
Yes. Firstly, thank you for. It's nice to know that we're known. This is my 15th year promoting sustainable bunker construction methods, and my 10th visit in charge of Eco Bunker Limited.
Okay.
And it's taken a while, but we finally got an innovation, an improvement on the product that I've been wanting to do for many years. It's been a difficult technical challenge, but it's certainly going to revolutionise the construction of synthetic wall bunkers and make it safer, faster, and simply better.
So what's the evolution then, or the revolution?
It sounds like a very simple thing. Basically, when this used to be a full-size pitch that's been cut up into tiles.
Yeah.
Traditionally, tiles are this sort of size, 1/2 meter long, 100 mil wide, and they come to site like this. Now, what's happened traditionally is, to make a curved wall bunker, you have to cut slits in the tiles. The only way you can get a curve is by cutting the slits and doing that.
Okay.
Quite simply, doing that on site is a very painful and unenjoyable task.
Dangerous.
And it does put off people from doing this work.
Yep.
So after a huge amount of research and effort, we've managed to find a way of mechanizing that process. So we're going to take the pain out of it in our factory, and as long as we get a little bit of notice period, we can now deliver what we call pre-cut tiles to site.
Okay, so sounds really simple. Like anything, it's taken you a while.
Yeah.
A few, mishaps along the way in terms of going down the wrong path, or was it just a case of?
Yes, I mean, we surprisingly, like you said, it does sound simple, but the first mechanical engineering company that we went to, they spent a lot of time and couldn't solve the problem.
Really?
And, we probably wasted at least 18 months going down a wrong road. They just didn't have the skills. It looks very simple, but logistically it's difficult. And fortunately, over the last 6 months, I've found a new support company, and they've come up trumps for me.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, probably not the best name to use this week.
Exactly.
Yeah. Other big thing that's going on at the moment is sustainability is obviously key to everybody, and you've just had some research with the Welsh Government, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. That's
so
correct.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Do we want to go over there and talk
Yeah,
about
it'd be
that?
good to pop over here. Yeah. So basically what's happened is the timing is very interesting. There's been, I think, a perception in the industry that because our product is primarily a sort of a polymer plastic-based product, that somehow it's less sustainable than naturally grown turf. I can understand why lots of people might think that. That would be your gut reaction, maybe. But when you actually dig into the facts, that isn't the case. Now, we wanted to find out more about the truth. And we're in a lucky situation that we're creating jobs, we're generating exports, and we're also diverting a lot of material from landfill. That enables us to get government support from the Welsh Government. So what we got was a grant-funded study into the true sustainability of natural turf. And what that study found was that the natural turf revetting, which is an alternative to our revetting, the traditional alternative, uses a heck of a lot of water to grow it. It uses a lot of fertilizers. It uses a lot of sort of wetting agents and pesticides. Yeah. It uses fuel because it has to be mowed. You can't grow grass in a nursery and just let it grow wild. You have to maintain it and mow it.
Yep.
You have to cut it, then you have to transport it, and more importantly, during the lifespan of a synthetic bunker like ours, you're looking at rebuilding that bunker maybe 3, 4, 5 times. And when you add it all up, the CO2 emissions associated with the natural rivet are far higher than the alternative of using our synthetic rivet.
And your synthetic turf that you're using is coming from where?
It comes from old astroturf pitches in the UK that are past their sell-by date and being replaced.
Okay.
So, and
So
there's a large
that's
supply.
sustainability in reality, that isn't it? Because that's repurposing something, reusing, which
Yeah.
is real sustainability. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, and yes. And
Second life.
we're giving them a second life, and on average, we've done this study internally. On average, for every bunker we build, there's 2 tons of landfill being saved, and that means probably since we started, we've probably saved 20 or 30,000 tons
Wow.
from going to landfill
Okay.
over the 10 years we've been going.
Said at the start, it's all about eco, but it's not all about bunkers.
Yeah.
So there are other products that aren't all about golf and all about bunkers. What else is
Yeah.
in the range, Richard?
Well, can I just step back to sustainability for
Yes,
one
you can.
second
Yeah.
before I go into that point? Because I just told you a theoretical case study
Yep.
that a theoretical report that we had done, research throughout government. What we've actually had, and this is why the timing is quite uncanny, we've actually had a case study now from a course in Belgium where our research has been validated.
Right, okay.
Because at Royal Ostend Golf Club, which is on a very sensitive dune system in Belgium, under strict environmental controls, the local golf club, Royal Ostend, was prevented from rebuilding their bunkers using natural turf. Someone in the environmental department of their local council assessed exactly the same factors that our Welsh Government study had done, independently from us,
Yeah.
and come to the same conclusion. That's not sustainable. The club wanted a revetting system. Ian Wakeman, the head greenkeeper there, said, look, I think we can solve this with the eco-bunker system. So he put forward a proposal, went to the council, they looked at it and thought, this has got a 20-year warranty, this is diverting material from landfill,
Yeah.
this has got a 0 CO2 footprint, effectively.
Yeah.
Okay, it's made of like a plastic compound, but it's actually more sustainable. It's sustainable enough for us to agree to that.
Wow, okay.
So, on sustainable grounds, Ostend opted for the eco-bunker system. So I think that's a really strong,
Certainly
well-timed
is.
case study.
And people can get their hands on that from you, can they?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, shall we move on to those other products? then?
Yes, we can, yeah. So, although I'm passionate about golf, I love golf, I've played golf all my life, and so have most of the people in my organisation. Golf runs through us.
Right.
My background is sort of civil engineering and landscaping work, and drainage being a big part of my life to get me where I am today. And as soon as I invented this idea of building retaining walls using the stacks of synthetic turf, it became clear to me that there's lots of other areas, and one of them is lake edges.
Right.
Because maintaining lake edges is an extremely difficult thing. It's very difficult to get well-maintained grass butting up to a water edge.
Yeah.
It's easy to get soft, furry, unmanaged areas, but to get a clear-cut edge, which is desirable in many landscaping and golfing environments, very, very difficult. But with the Aqua Edge system that we developed, we can do that. And we've also built retaining walls. We've built an amphitheatre in New York.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and terraces are used using the eco bunker walls.
Yeah. That must look one hell of a trap to get out of.
It's pretty spectacular. Yeah. So yeah, retaining walls. We also diversified, and we've designed our own bunker liners now at the Ecotech.
Right, okay.
Which is becoming very popular. Yeah, there's actually a lot more opportunities, I believe, that I haven't even uncovered myself yet.
So it's not all about the bunker, but the bunker is kind of what's built it all. And
Yeah,
it sounds like you've got some interesting plans going forward, and this research and this case study really does sound like it could be a game changer.
I think it could. I suppose the fact that I'm a self-admitted bunker nerd has helped.
Richard, absolute pleasure to meet you. Another day of the show yet to go, so we hope you have another busy day tomorrow, and
Thank you.
we'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, thank you very much.